All right, guys, let's talk about what happened in Minneapolis yesterday. Yeah, I got it, a video saved with this. I got it in slow motion, so let's take a look at it. Fuck out of the car. Get out of the fucking car. No! Okay, so she was blocking the road right here, which is illegal. It's a crime. And they say, get out of the car. I guess they're gonna arrest her for whatever it is. Probably when that happens, they probably don't get charged like at all, most likely. And then, so we have three officers surrounding the car. This guy gets in front of it because she wants her to not drive off, I would imagine. I don't know the training for that, but I would imagine the training is for you not to stand in front of the car. Now, he's no longer in front of the car. He's off to the side, and if he wants to get out of the way of the car, he can just get out of the way of the car. What does he do? He's standing in front of it. He's slowly getting out of the way of the car. He turns her wheels. He takes out the gun, shoots at least one through the windshield, and then another one or two through the side window. So once you're shooting from that angle, you're no longer in danger. And this is the officer right here that shot her, this guy right here. And he's not injured at all. He's totally fine. And if he was shooting at her to stop her, he didn't stop her. That didn't work. He killed her to stop the car, and it didn't fucking work. Make that make sense, you guys. Like it doesn't make sense, and it's just hard to comprehend why we're at where we're at right now. I'll just say this: the way ICE is doing this, the whole neighborhood is out there protesting. Nobody wants you there. Nobody wants you in their streets, and this is happening because of your bullshit. This whole incident is just insane. It's all just so avoidable, and I can't believe it's happening in this America. It's just wild. Both sides are dug in. It's just everything about it is just wild, and it's like it's kind of hard to believe that this is actually happening right now. So one of the first responses I want to share with is Jacob Frey from Minneapolis. This guy is awesome. His response is exactly what it needed to be. He's meeting the moment. And it's a shame that we have to have a mayor saying this kind of shit.
To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safe.
ICE, get the fuck out of California. I want to point out, I got no problem with ICE, but just the way you guys are conducting yourselves is why we have a problem with you. This is absurd what's happening right now.
And you are doing exactly the opposite. Somebody is dead. That's on you. This was an agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying. To the family, I'm so deeply sorry. We're going to be working towards justice as quickly as we possibly can right now. And justice is what we've all got to get. We're going to make sure that in this very difficult moment, we do not take the bait that these ICE agents are trying to create and that the federal government, to be clear, wants.
All right, so he's exactly correct on what he's saying. The government wants this type of chaos. I don't know exactly what their game plan is, but I believe that they want this chaos so that they could put more military, more cops in the streets, and just kind of have a federal takeover of everything in general. That's the only thing I could really point to, because this aggression, this violence is totally unwarranted. It's not towards illegal immigrants. We have an American citizen that's dead right now. So it seems like the aggression and the punitive punishment is the point. And he's talking about getting justice. We're not getting any justice for this. That agent is going to get his bonus, and he's going to continue to do what he's already been doing. They're saying that he got dragged by a car 6 months ago, so he's like more worried about getting hit by a car or something. That is fucking ridiculous. If that's what your position is, that he's more sensitive because he got into an altercation 6 months ago, then maybe he shouldn't be on the job walking around with a gun doing this kind of stuff.
People are going to want to exercise their First Amendment rights, but please do so safely and lawfully to ensure.
Well, what do you know? A Minneapolis police officer trying to lower the temperature. How about that?
That we do not have any further tragedy in this city or destruction.
We can show them the kind of courage, bravery, love, and compassion that makes Minneapolis, Minneapolis. Let's unite around hope and love and peace and getting justice.
That's a good message. Like, he's mad about one of his citizens getting murdered by Trump's Gestapo, but he's also saying, hey, we got to lower the temperature, peace, unity, do so lawfully. That is how a leader leads in a position like this. This one sounds a little bit different because it's Tim Walz, but let's see what another Democratic leader has to say about this.
And from here on, I have a very
So I don't know if you can hear that. Let's hear what another Democratic lawmaker is going to say about this. Shoot, Tim Walz. God, the right wing hates this guy so much, and it's pretty unwarranted, but.
And from here on, I have a very simple message. We do not need any further help from the federal government. To Donald Trump and Kristy Noem, you've done enough. There's nothing more important than Minnesotan safety. I've issued a warning order to prepare the Minnesota National Guard. We have soldiers in training and prepared to be deployed if necessary.
What does that mean? A warning order to deploy the National Guard? That's where we're at right now, where we have state governors willing to deploy the National Guard to protect its own citizens from the federal government. That's where we're at in this moment right now. That is terrifying. You know, I wasn't sure if Trump was going to make it all 4 years. Now, there's no fucking way we make it 4 years with Trump. There's no way. We probably won't even make it past this summer the way it's going. What that looks like, what that means, I don't know. But we're going to see a lot more violence within the next year, for sure.
I remind you, a warning order is a heads up for folks. And these National Guard troops are our National Guard troops. They're teachers in your community. They're business owners. They're construction professionals. They are Minnesotans. Minnesota will not allow our community to be used as a prop in a national political fight. We will not take the bait. We will continue to update you, Minnesota, as we get more information. And from here on, I have a very simple message.
Yeah. Tim Walz on point with that. He's willing to do whatever he's got to do to protect his state from this just absolute as outlandish tactics that the Trump administration is doing right now. And the thing is, guys, this is happening in Minneapolis. I don't know why exactly they're targeting Minneapolis. There's probably like a hit list, like, hey, let's take care of this enemy, that enemy. So right now it kind of seems like it's towards Walz, because Walz ran against Trump in the last election. I know that sounds petty and it sounds ridiculous, but listen to this administration talk for 2 seconds and it makes a lot of sense. So it right now it's Minneapolis, it's Minnesota in this fight. It's going to be a different state in the near future. California here, I remember when they had the guard in LA and they had the horses going through the park with nobody in it. It was absolutely insane. So anyway, there's the Democratic lawmakers. They're upset. They're not happy about it, but they did say, we need you guys to protest peacefully, lawfully, and we need to unite. We need compassion. The best you could do in such an incendiary situation. Now, let's check to see what the current Trump administration, the people causing this crap to happen, see what their attitude is about the whole thing.
Asked about a shooting that we just had in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It was an act of domestic terrorism. What happened, it was our ICE officers were out.
That was an act of domestic terrorism. Are people buying that? Oh shit, they are. Damn it.
An enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle. An officer of ours acted quickly.
A woman attacked them when they were trying to get their cars out of the snow. Is that a different, are we watching a different video?
And defensively shot to protect himself and the people around him. And my understanding is that she was hit and is deceased. We're continuing.
She kept going. He didn't even stop her from driving.
To gather more information, but this goes to show the assaults that our ICE officers and our law enforcement are under every single day. These vehicle rammings are domestic acts of terrorism. We're working with the Department of Justice to prosecute them as such. We will continue to protect our ICE officers.
The domestic act of terrorism. Get the fuck out of here. That is literally insane. Okay. So that's your DHS secretary just lying and making things up. That none of those things happened. God, the talking point of like ICE agent attacks up 130% or whatever, or 1,300%. How do you get to that number? That is just makes, oh my God, it's insane. Okay, so the person who is in charge of all these raids, the person who is making all this stuff happen behind the scenes, Donald Trump. What do you guys think his response is going to be? Do you think it's going to be helpful or not? Let's check it out. I have just viewed the clip of the event which took place in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is a horrible thing to watch. The woman screaming was obviously a professional agitator. You got evidence of that? That someone paid her to be doing what she was doing? No, you don't. And the woman driving the car was very disorderly. Oh, he's talking about the woman in the video that was screaming, who was, to be fair, super annoying. Her voice was super annoying, but Like, ICE is in her neighborhood kidnapping people and just murdered somebody. Of course she's freaking out. She should be freaking out. Everybody should be freaking out. And the woman driving the car was very disorderly, obstructing and resisting, who then violently, willfully, and viciously ran over the ICE officer. Ran over the ICE officer? You got to be kidding me, dude. You're the president of the United States. You can't be saying false shit like that. Who seems to have ran over the ICE officer who seems to have shot her in self-defense. Based on the attached clip, it is hard to believe he is alive, but is now recovering in the hospital. The situation is being studied in its entirety, but the reason these incidents are happening is because the radical left is threatening, assaulting, and targeting our law enforcement officers and ICE agents on a daily basis. They're just trying to do their job of making America safe. Really? You're really doing a great job of making America safe. An American citizen is dead right now, asshole. What a stupid thing to say. We need to stand by and protect our law enforcement officers from this radical left movement. Bro. That's the president, man. That's the president. Temperatures need to be lowered, and all he's doing is making it worse. That is not helpful, Donald Trump. You're only making it worse, and you're making it worse. You're making it worse on purpose. This president right here, God, it's just unbelievable. And you know what hurts the most? Like, to me anyway, it's the elected officials, all of MAGA, that no matter what Trump does, they're just like, yeah, this is good, it's fine. Just like the Venezuela stuff, it's like the Iran stuff, like the tariffs, like the healthcare. What are you guys doing over there on the red team? It's just crazy right now. So just all of this ICE stuff is just. We've been seeing the crazy videos, crazy images of ICE just doing the wrong thing. And it's adding to hostilities. It's making it worse and worse each time you guys do something like this. ICE, that is, it's just making it worse. So there's more footage from what was happening on that day. Let's just, I got a couple short clips I want to check out about it real quick. But these people are blocking the road, like they are. But at the same time, look at how many people are out there. Look at how many ICE agents you need to get the people out of the street. This is all just a massive, insane waste of time, resources, and energy. We could be doing a million other things. We could be getting healthcare fixed. We could be fixing homelessness. We could be getting me a house at 40 years old. There's no way I'm going to buy a house right now. And instead, this is where all our money is going, is into this. This asshole with the pepper spray. Tear gas canister.
You're good. All right.
Ice, go home! Ice!
You're a fucking real tough guy, man. You're a real fucking tough guy.
The image of just the line of Americans, citizens, and ICE on the other side is just something that I just never thought I'd ever see in America. Here's another one. I guess this was earlier in the day. Same thing in Minneapolis. Apparently, ICE was near the high school, and they're doing stuff at the high school too. Let's see what was going on at the high school.
Oh!
So one person threw a snowball at ICE, and ICE ran at him with whatever that pepper spray gun is, shot him, and then ran back. Is that self-defense? It's not a real question I'm asking. It's not, and it's just more of the same shit.
Oh! Hey.
This is happening at a high school. Why?
These bitch ass niggas, bro.
That was a grenade. That was a tear gas grenade.
This is insane. Wow.
I need a bear tackle down in football, bitch.
Guys, don't antagonize them. They literally just killed someone.
Where kill you?
Fuck you.
Guys, let's
Fuck you. You guys are fucking murderers.
You guys gotta go.
Surely somebody is going to lower the temperature here. What is the next move for the Trump administration? Is it to maybe pull out for a little bit, just let the temperature like die down a little bit? Look, I'm totally okay. I support getting illegal immigrants out of the country, in particular the criminal ones. But if you're here illegally, we need to go through the correct process, and you might have to leave the country. But first of all, I like immigrants, and I think America's a better country with them. So you're not going to hear me say get the illegal immigrants out of here. Make them legal so they pay taxes and they can have jobs and they can contribute to society. But whatever this is, whatever this video is, whatever these images are, it's not okay. And this isn't sustainable, and this isn't going to end well. It's only going to end in more violence, more bloodshed, and more bullshit, and more wasted money. So after we've seen all these images, all the stuff we've seen, what does Kristy Noem come out and say?
When it comes to enforcing federal law. You know, we've got thousands of officers there, and I'm not opposed to sending more if necessary to keep people safe.
Okay, it's basically just her saying we already got thousands of officers there, and she's not against sending more to keep people safe. So that's what we needed in that situation, is more officers were there, then this woman wouldn't have died. Even though no officers were injured in that. Clearly no officers were injured in that. And then I want to take you to one last one. This is just the protest that raged into the night. The people of Minneapolis are not going to take this sitting down. Protests started raging right after that murder, and they went on into the night. Let's take a look.
Who streets? Our streets! Who streets? Our streets! Who streets? Our streets! Louder!
Whose streets? Our streets. Those ICE, man. Those aren't your streets. Those are the people's streets. We pay for those streets with our taxes. We pay your salaries out of our taxes. What's happening right now is not acceptable, and the people right now are telling you that it's not acceptable. That's why it's going down the way it is, because you're doing the wrong thing. You're not doing what the people want you to do. You know, Minneapolis, I'm pretty sure didn't vote for Trump. I'm pretty sure they vote blue all the time. Why don't you take that shit to a red state? Like you guys want it, right? Get all the illegal immigrants out of all the red states, and then you could go to the blue states, and we could like try to figure something out. But if you're not doing this in the red states, it's starting to tell me that it's not about that. It's about something else.
To march. You don't need a permit to march. You don't need a permit to march. We gotta show up. When anything happens, we gotta show up. That's right. The people of power are looking to us. So time for us to look out for each other.
All right, there's going to be a lot more protests after that one too. I was going to share the press conference that the White House gave today about it. The day after the shooting, it's just more unhinged stuff. They're just talking about this is all justified. The woman should have died. The ICE officer got injured. It's just lies. It's propaganda, and it's only going to get worse, guys. I'm going to monitor this closely, and if I get any new information, which I will, there's tons of stuff going on about this, I will bring it to you guys, and I'll keep you updated, and just stay safe out there. protest peacefully, march peacefully. Everyone stay safe, but we got to fight back against this. This is unacceptable. I can't believe this is happening in America. As a kid in the 90s, I would have been rolling in my grave when I was doing the Pledge of Allegiance in class if I knew that this would be happening later on. Like, I just would have said, no, there's no way. That wouldn't happen. Here we are. All right, guys. Stay tuned. I'll keep you informed. Catch you later.